Good afternoon and welcome to the Ecogen Stadium at Stair Park for this afternoon's William Hill League 2 match between Stranraer and Bonnyrigg Rose. I'm Laurence Nelson. Alongside me in commentary today is Keiran Ritchie. Behind the camera we've got George Frank. Keiran, let's break with tradition and as well as wishing you a good afternoon, do you want to bring us the visitors team for this afternoon?
Certainly, no changes in the Bonnyrigg Rose team from their last game, so they line up in goals Tom Ritchie, number 2 Angus Mailer, 3 Neil Martinuke, 4 is Kerr Young the captain, 6 is Sean Murphy, 7 Mark Ferry, 8 Callum Higginbottom, 11 Bradley Barrett, 18 Kieran Somerville, 19 Cameron Ross and 22 Callum Connolly. On the bench it's number 9 Keiran McGachie, number 10 Lee Curry, 15 Lewis Lorimer, 16 Aaron Arnott, 20 Greg Allen, 24 Ben Scarborough and 25 the substitute goalkeeper is Michael Andrews.
And likewise no changes from the Stranraer line-up, who won at East Fife last week. In goals 13 Robbie Much, 2 Scott Robertson, 5 Craig Ross, 6 Chris McQueen, 8 Grant Gallagher, 11 Mark Russell, 14 Dean Hawkshaw, 18 Max Guthrie, 19 Finn Ekrapont, 24 Darren Lang and 26 Lewis Reid. On the Blues bench, 13 Jacob Pazikas, sub-keeper, 3 Tam Brindley, 4 Adam Cummins, 7 Mo Adam, 10 Elliot Dunlop, 17 Kurt McKnight, 23 Matty Grant and 25 Ryan Edgar. Man in the middle today is Duncan Williams. Cameron, I know we've got a bit of a remembrance ceremony ahead of the game today. I have just spotted, of all things, a horse in the tunnel. How exciting is that? Here it comes. I presume it's the mascot for the forces who are here today, but I don't think I've ever seen a horse leading us out at Stair Park ahead of a football match.
Short of a police horse, I don't think I've ever seen a horse at a game.
Interesting to see the ultras on the far side holding up a banner, Rest Easy Alec, a tribute to Alec Connor, former Stranraer chairman. Of course Bonnyrigg know all about that, they've lost their former chairman recently. There'll be a minute's silence before the game. That is also of course because it's remembrance at this time of the year. Yeah, a minute's silence observed at Stair Park, and off comes the mascot, 9-year-old Emmy Barrett. She's here with her parents, who are part of the Extremes group. Extremes sponsor Stranraer's training kit, and absolutely magnificent. Off comes the little pony. Only can imagine what sort of comments Brian Martin would be making about, you know, the pony on the pitch. But
I imagine there might have been a suggestion there's been donkeys on the park in the past.
Surely nay. Now,
get through.
Max Guthrie is
get
through,
chance away,
and he certainly sends the shot in the 5th minute. Guthrie just can't really get any direction on it, and Tom Ritchie is safely down behind Guthrie's shot. A rainbow out over the loch. We've already used the one earlier this season about the pot of gold.
Certainly changeable weather conditions.
I know.
Dry and then absolutely poured down for a spell. Strong wind, which again it seems to have dropped as well.
And now the sun's out again. Now Hawkshaw digs in well. Oof. Gets the ball away. And now
got to deal with this one
here.
Yep. Again, could have neither one thing or the other.
And that is a goal.
Soft goal.
I have to say a hint of handball in the run up to that. But you know what? 11th minute, a very, very easy goal by Cameron Ross. Puts Bonnyrigg ahead. They might be operating with 10 fit men as Kerr Young is down, but the Stranraer defence was found wanting there. Lewis Reid looked to have that under control, hesitated, and Cameron Ross just poked the ball home.
I think that's it. It's the hesitation that at the end of the day it doesn't need to be pretty. If one of the Stranraer defenders thumps it out for a throw-in, then that's all that needs to be done. But instead it kind of was neither one thing nor the other, waited, and then eventually got out-muscled. And
to me it looks as if Lewis Reid had the situation under control initially, and then I don't know if he got caught in two minds. So 12th minute, Aaron Arnott replaces Kerr Young. Is that a deck chair in front of the pie hut over there?
I really don't think it's that sort of weather.
I was going to say, it's not an afternoon for getting the factor 30 out, is it? The rain continues to pound down at Stair Park, and saying continues, it was sunny 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
As Cameron said, it's 4 seasons in one day.
4 seasons in one half at the moment.
Played back in by Russell. Darren Lang gets a header in, and it's held underneath the bar by Tom Ritchie. Just a wee half chance there, Cameron.
Yeah. Again, one that you would expect a goalkeeper to claim there.
Ekrapont being told to get on with it.
Politely invited to get on with it there.
Lang pokes it into Guthrie.
Chance here.
Darren Lang, good
The
save,
follow-up.
and nobody following this week. And that was a decent effort by Darren Lang. That's stung the palms of Tom Ritchie. Max Guthrie was there, just not, unlike at East Fife last week, just not close enough to get onto the follow-up, really. Martin Uke sends it back to the byline, to the sideline rather. Barrett sends it in.
Good ball.
That should be a goal.
Good chance.
You know what? That was the best chance of the match so far. Mark Ferry had the goal at his mercy there, and actually that goes down as a real miss by Mark Ferry. Lovely ball across, and a real chance for Bonnyrigg to double the lead.
Totally on his own, and he's cushioned it over when, with all due respect to Robbie Much, anything on target you fancy it was probably a goal. Just noticed as well behind Tom Ritchie's goal there's a patch of blue sky. Going to have a second half blizzard leading to a postponement at this rate. Robbie Much thought about coming for it.
And Stranraer forced to concede the corner. Indecision from the goalkeeper there.
Again, you think back to the goal that just be decisive in that situation.
Arnott gets that across, lands under it.
You can see the wind there.
Yeah, it wasn't fully cleared. Darren Lang.
Just got a break for Stranraer. He's all on his own. He's going to have to hold the ball up well.
Clipped there. Either that or he tripped. Something happened.
Well, if he wasn't clipped the first time, he was clipped the second.
That's surely a booking. Here's Grant Gallagher on the far side. Played in. Ekrapont goes in and he's taken it out. And it's a spot kick. Now, is the ref going to come back and do anything about the earlier foul?
I don't think the referee saw the earlier foul. I think that he heard the noise from the crowd, turned round to see Max Guthrie on the ground, and signalled play on, because he was following the ball going across the park.
And I get that, but where's the linesman?
True.
In all this. Anyway, 44th minute, Sean Murphy is booked and Stranraer have a spot kick. And it will be Mark Russell to take the spot kick. Ritchie looking confident on the line. Can Russell beat him? Forward comes Mark Russell, and he hits it off the post. And Scott Robertson scores the rebound. And there's another booking for a visiting player. It's Neil Martinuke who's booked now. But Scott Robertson brings Stranraer level, and the referee in heavy conversation with the visiting defence here. 2 bookings on that move. But Scott Robertson, almost in the stroke of half time, on hand when Mark Russell's penalty kick hits the foot of the post, and it's Stranraer 1, Bonnyrigg Rose 1 as we head to injury time.
Well, quickly taken throw in.
Ooh, and I'll tell you what, oof, and that's a free kick for Stranraer. Craig Ross is hurt. Both players look as if they're hurt, to be perfectly honest, but the referee was quick to signal the free kick. We've got had everything else, Cameron. Now we've got a hint of a double rainbow here. We'll keep an eye on who that yellow card was for. It was for number 11, Bradley Barrett. Scott Robertson with the Stranraer throw in on the right. Back to Robertson, he plays it forward for Lang to chase. Guthrie brings it down, steps to the left, gets a lovely ball away to Finn Ekrapont, isolated on the left. Ooh, and that was not far away from the post. Lang was running in, but actually the ball in was close.
Again, you think if Finn had been able to delay the shot just by another half second or so, that you would have had somebody running in at the back post there just to divert it beyond the keeper.
So 56 minutes played. Lee Curry and Ben Scarborough replaced Bradley Barrett and Callum Connolly. Craig Ross sends it through to Russell. Ooh. Russell clipped there, yeah.
Well played by the referee. You fancy swing it in towards the back post and just take somebody to get a touch on the end of it.
To make a run now, and it's hits the crossbar. So Russell, that's twice Russell's been denied by the woodwork this afternoon. So 67 minutes, double change for Bonnyrigg. Lewis Lorimer and Keiran McGachie replace Callan Higginbottom and Mark Ferry. Matty Grant replaces Scott Robertson. Work here for Stranraer to do, and the referee says that's a free kick.
Yep.
Curry with the free kick.
Might be going for it actually.
And it goes whizzing straight past the back post. Ritchie sends it back into Stranraer, so if it goes past Ross. Yeah. And Cameron Ross taken out of play by Ross. 71st minute, goes to the front of the box, it's in the danger area.
It is.
And that's well held on the deck by Robbie Much. Again, that ball got away from the Stranraer defence. So 74 minutes, Elliot Dunlop and Ryan Edgar replace Dean Hawkshaw and Max Guthrie. Craig Ross lifts it forward this time. Now that's nicely played into Dunlop. Elliot Dunlop has a shot, and you know what? That was well worth a go. Yeah. Elliot Dunlop from about 20-25 yards out, maybe a couple of feet over the bar. It was dipping, but just didn't dip in time. Lee Curry, Bonnyrigg will feel here they can make a late charge here.
One of you.
Did well in the end to get that away. It looked a bit dicey for a minute, but
I think.
And that is harsh.
I thought that might be.
I think it's harsh. I think it's his first real tackle of the game. I don't think it was reckless. I think it's a yellow card at most. But anyway, Ryan Edgar doesn't stay on for very long. 83rd minute of the game.
I think it's something that
Edgar off.
You very much you don't want to take away from Ryan's game in terms of that kind of attitude and chasing everything, but I thought he went in quite with a bit of force, put it that way.
We'll see it in the replays.
See it better in the replays,
Now, Stranraer up against it.
Yep.
For the last 7 or 8 minutes plus injury time. Here's McGachie going for it. He does well to get the cross in. And Elliot Dunlop inches away from giving Bonnyrigg the lead there. Elliot Dunlop almost making the headlines for all the wrong reasons. And there's the rain coming down in torrents yet again. So 89th minute, Tam Brindley and Adam Cummins replace Finn Ekrapont and Darren Lang. Torrential downpour. You can hardly see the other side of the pitch here. Stranraer hemmed in at the moment. Martin sends it out to the right.
Yeah, they've got a bit of space out wide.
Cross is going to come in, and it's a goal. And an absolute sucker punch. I think it was Big McGachie. 93rd minute. Bonnyrigg steal the points, and Stranraer failed to see out injury time with 10 men. Almost impossible to see who scored there, Cameron. I think it might have been Big McGachie.
I think so. It's a good header. Fair play to Bonnyrigg that they found space out there to get the cross in. But it's one that'll really sting for Stranraer, you fancy.
And I stick by what I said, pinch the points. I think this game had a draw written all over it. However, Stranraer under real pressure at the end, and we just couldn't stand up to it.
I think the last 20-25 minutes Bonnyrigg have tried to kind of turn the pressure up, but it's obviously, well, it looks like it's going to pay off for them.
Yeah, big celebrations on the Bonnyrigg bench. Great 3 points for them, particularly after events of midweek when they had the points docked. Matty Grant back to Gallagher. Sends it long, who's going to get there.
No. I think
Bonnyrigg players now asking the referee.
Yeah, the Bonnyrigg bench, certainly. And I think that's that.
He's decided to go with the Bonnyrigg shout and go for full time. And to be fair, he's played fully 95 minutes. Stranraer could have no complaints about that, and that really is one that Stranraer allowed to get away from them. Cameron, almost from the start this afternoon.
Yeah, a self-inflicted goal, and then obviously when the goal comes that late, it just hurts that wee bit more. As I say, I thought Bonnyrigg probably the last 20-25 minutes probably had the lion's share of possession without overly working Robbie Much, it must be said. But yeah, it's one that'll certainly hurt for a Stranraer point of view.
Certainly does hurt. I have to say, I think this game had a draw written all over it, but you have to give huge credit to Bonnyrigg and the torrential downpour they come out and got that 93rd minute winner. Full time at the Ecogen Stadium at Stair Park. It is Stranraer 1, Bonnyrigg Rose 2. Next up for Stranraer is a away trip to the capital to face Spartans next Saturday. Thank you for watching Stranraer FC Live. As ever, if you've enjoyed the coverage, press like and press subscribe.